Shalom, End Time Watchers. I thought I'd come to you this evening with a brief update regarding what's happening in Israel. So I just came across the article in the Times of Israel news and it says that Prime Minister Bennett speaks of freedom of worship for Jews on Temple Mount. Now, guys, this is really a big deal for those that have not watched the news already, but this is quite big because all along Jews were not permitted to actually worship at the Temple Mount. So this status quo was actually implemented in 1967 when Israel became a Jewish state, and all along Jews have been allowed to go to visit the Temple Mount, but not to pray. To the fact that when they actually the security officials, when they see you praying at the Temple Mount, they will actually arrest you. So it's amazing that this is happening now. And in my previous videos, I did mention that the current prime minister is pro Third Temple. Meaning that we should actually see that a lot of things happening, a lot of things changing really fast, to a point whereby it may not be very far from now that we are going to see all this leading to the construction of the Third Temple. Now, as we all know that the Temple Mount has been a place where Arabs or Muslims were the ones that dominated the place, and it's the third holiest site according to their religion. So now that we see Jews coming in to worship in the same place, it just makes me wonder that are we not seeing Bible prophecy slowly coming to life? Because in the book of Revelation 11, I think it's verse 1 to 3, it talks about an angel was actually told to measure the temple, but to leave the outside of the temple for the Gentiles. So we see that the scripture actually talks about a sharing arrangement between the Jews and the non-Jews at the Temple Mount. So I'm really excited to hear this. I just came across this now, and I thought that I should just quickly drop a video for those that have not seen the news already. But it has actually brought a lot of attention, obviously, with the Muslims, because obviously they would have wanted things to carry on the way they have been, for them to be only the people allowed to worship at the Temple Mount. And a brief history of the Temple Mount, those that may not know, the Temple Mount is actually believed to be where the foundation stone lies. And this is the place where, in Genesis 1 rather, when God was creating the world, the earth, when he said, let dry ground appear, this is the place where the dry ground appeared. And it is also believed that it is the place where Abraham was to sacrifice his son Isaac. So it's quite a big deal. It's been a place of people have been fighting over this place for a very long time, but only now is when we can actually see that the current prime minister, he is changing things, and we don't know how long for this is gonna hold. But I mean, for me, I actually see Bible prophecy coming to life. So I thought I'd just share that briefly with you. So I'm just going to leave a short clip from the news was aired last week. Thank you so much for joining in. Until next time, Shalom.
We begin tonight in Jerusalem. Israel accused of quietly breaking the status quo in the Holy City by letting Jews pray on the Temple Mount for the holy day of Tisha B'Av. The Temple Mount being the holiest place in Judaism, but also the site of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Temple Mount Plaza, where Jews are barred from praying. A tenuous status quo seemingly broken in Jerusalem. Police clashing with Muslim protesters as some 1,000 Jews visit the Temple Mount for Tisha B'Av. But beyond the visit, Israel also quietly allowing Jewish prayer on the Temple Mount for the first time since 1967, when Israel recaptured the eastern half of the